everybody, it's your boy Vector back in the house for yet another video. Now today, I'm talking about something that you've probably never heard of before. You've all heard of fractional jet ownership, fractional yacht ownership, fractional real estate ownership, but have you ever heard of fractional luxury timepiece ownership? If you haven't, you're in the right spot right now. We're gonna discuss everything that you need to know about Chronoly. Now this is a really cool project. Their pre-sale is up right now. If you want to check it out, check out all of the links down in the description below. I'm gonna head into my review, but just one thing before we do get into it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below with your favorite thoughts or even questions about Chronoly. And lastly, I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own due diligence before investing into anything in the crypto or NFT world. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, first and foremost, if you want to sign up for the pre-sale, it's very simple. All you need to do is press this big white get started button in the top right corner. It will lead you through a registration website, and all you do is sign up to the pre-sale to get your own share of CRNO tokens. There's only a little bit left, about 25%, so I do suggest to be as fast as possible. I will drop all the links down in the description that you do need to get started with Chronoly itself. Now, speaking a little bit about these socials, they are quite small at this point just because it is a relatively new project out there, but they have been delivering on everything that they've promised so far, and they are creating an infrastructure for the future that will allow them to scale sustainably with their whole watch business and potentially into more and even better stuff into the future. So luxury is the way to go. Premium goods are the way to go, especially in today's market of a lot of volatility, a lot of people wanting to invest in gold as a hedge to inflation, and all of these things. Well, watches could be a hedge to inflation as well if you know which piece to buy yourself. So the most important part is always to do your own research, and it comes down to watches as well. Do your own research, get a good watch, and if you don't have enough money to get the whole watch yourself, you can get it fractionally using Chronoly. Now, this is the first 24/7 watch investment platform. The pre-sale is linked on their Twitter as well, official Telegram here as well. If you want to talk to some other like-minded people, you are actually able to join and participate in a lot of different events that these guys are going to be doing throughout the days. So AMAs going on all the time, community being involved all the time, but the most important aspect is the actual era of watch ownership that these guys are entering inside of. It's changing the way you buy, sell, and invest in rare and luxury watches. There will be a whole marketplace that you are able to take advantage of, so you can scroll through the watches, check out everything you want to do, and obviously fractionally own any watch in the world. So for example, this Nautilus right here, Patek Philippe, it is a beautiful watch with an annual ROI of 105%. Basically, you can own it fractionally. If you don't have, like $70,000 to spare on a watch, you can get, okay, so wait, it's actually 215,000. That's crazy. If you don't have a lot of money to spend on a watch, you can spend, $5 grand on it and watch the return on your investment come back later. Watches are a business that have been around for a long time, and most watch collectors just buy them to put them on the side and make them gain value over time rather than wearing them. But I'm a firm believer in, if you buy a good watch, even if you wear it, it will at least retain its value over time. Fractionally owning the watch, though, it is simply an investment tool that is like a lot of other investment tools, but a lot less volatile, and you do have some sort of certainty, but obviously it all depends on which watch you want to buy, because it's not guaranteed that the price will go up. So Chronoly will also help you with all of these research papers coming out. They will be engaging the community to teach you about all of these watches, show you some new watches, show you some good watches, and a lot of this other stuff going on. So it's an investment platform. There will be a whole marketplace and NFT, everything going on. Each NFT watch that they actually mint is backed by the physical version of the watch itself, and that makes it pretty cool. So there is some value behind each NFT. You're not just buying an NFT watch, you're buying an NFT of a real backed watch. So the real watch is backing the actual NFT, which backs the value of it and makes it a legitimate investment tool. Now, as little as $10 is what you need to actually get started with Chronoly, and the impact that they're trying to make is, first of all, democratizing the whole luxury watch market. They want to break down the barriers that are huge, the barriers for entry. So if you don't have $50,000, $100,000 to invest in a watch that actually makes up in value over time, well, you can do it with as low as $10. Because that's the thing, if you want to buy a cheap watch, it's likely not going to increase in value because there's not too much demand and there's a lot of supply, right? But if you want to buy these custom watches or watches that only, like 500 or 1,000 are made of in the entire world, well, obviously they're going to increase in value over time, but you do need hundreds of thousands of dollars to actually invest into it, which is where Chronoly actually comes into play. Liquidity is also a big factor of it. So collateralized lending facilities and all of this other stuff unlocks additional liquidity in this tangible and historically illiquid asset class. It is very difficult to sell a legitimate watch that you have in your hand, but with Chronoly, they do have the proper connections to make that possible and make your return on investment be as nice as possible, right? Lastly, decentralization, huge factor in everything going on. You can trade your watch NFTs on the Chronoly platform, completely decentralized, completely easy and quick to use. Beautiful UI as well. You can check out the actual Chronoly marketplace and how it's going to look, the whole platform itself. It's going to be able, it's going to allow you to actually buy or sell watch back NFTs instantly, track historical performance and price data of different watches. So all of the tools that you need to know if you want to become a watch meister yourself. So there's a lot of YouTubers out there that actually talk about watches all the time. They're good at this. They have all the connections, they have all the info, and they know which watches to buy that will net them the highest possible ROI. You and me, we might not know it, but Chronoly will help us educate ourselves and get on top of the learning curve, which is something that I've been wanting to get into at some point as well. So why not with a platform that allows you to do everything? You're able to create stop and limit orders as well on your watches, set price alerts, and also place buyout offers on the whole watch NFT, meaning that you actually own the entire watch. Some of the features are, first of all, the marketplace, second of all, the whole rewards club, the lending protocol, and Oracle as well, that is custom made and provides multiple data points, improving the accuracy of watch valuation tracking. This is something not very normal, not very standard in the watch industry, so Chronoly really is giving us all the tools we need to make a successful investment decision. The Chronoly token itself allows you to have a passive income by staking the Chronoly tokens. You can get some rewards for being an active member of the community and also monthly giveaways, prizes, airdrops, and more. Membership in terms of this pre-sale tokens that automatically qualify you for the Chronoly exclusive members club, and also discounts so you can buy watches for lower fees. If you want to purchase the pre-sale, once again, check out the links down in the description below. Now, when it comes to the tokenomics, you can learn about that right now. Not too important at this point. A little bit about the distribution of tokens. Something that is pretty important is this added liquidity aspect of it. So it's unlocking liquidity in assets that are not very liquid as usual. If you have an expensive watch, if you got it from your great grandfather or something, it's gonna be, well, if you want to sell it, most people won't really want to sell something if it has sentimental value. But on the other hand, if you do have a watch that you want to sell, it may be very difficult to get the right price for it because somebody will try to, lowball you, and you won't know that they're lowballing you because you don't have the proper info because you're not using Chronoly, right? So does that make sense? Makes pretty much sense to me. Now, also, obviously there's going to be a lot of different types of watches on here. Richard Mies, if I pronounced that correctly, Patek Philippe's, Rolexes, and basically any luxury watch out there that tends to increase in value over time, so you can find the watch of your liking. Now, some of the things they've already done, they've completed the whole of phase 1. They're going to be launching on Uniswap with high liquidity, CoinGecko listing, and a lot of these other centralized marketplaces as well. NFT marketplace will be launching later on, private members club expanding their influencer outreach, so there will be a lot more people coming into this project into the future, and also a planned development of the Chronoly Oracle, which is going to be your perfect info hub for anything watch related, launching the first exclusive NFT holder only network event that might even be in real life, and a lot more, including this buyback and burn program to keep the price of the Chronoly token actually stabilized and basically just deflationary, right? That's how we like to call it in the crypto world. Some frequently asked questions right here. If you want to learn more about the actual project itself, you can check out the whole Chronoly white paper with all of the contents and everything else. It is a beautiful read if you haven't done it already, and I will link it down in the description below. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little review of Chronoly.io. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment down below if you did enjoy the video, and that would be it for today. So I will see you guys in the next one.